Hello everybody, how are you doing today? This is Mooneye here, and we are on the Essence Craft server, and we're gonna do a little bit more building in the village. Remember last time we built a vault in this building right here, and off camera I have laid out a few more places to build houses, to build up the village a little bit more. I know this is probably always going to look out of place. Put a chicken on my house. Chickens. Yeah, so we have the bank here. Last episode we built the nice little vault in here. I haven't really done much else in here, and I haven't been on a whole lot because I just unfortunately don't have a lot of time. Work has been really busy. It's been taking up a lot of my time lately. Oh, we want to leave those open. And yeah. So this time of year, work is really takes up a lot of my time. But today we're gonna build a nice, fancy house. Not like a commoner's house. This is gonna be more for the regal. And around this area here and around the big manor, that's what we're going to build. So what we're going to do is we're going to just get rid of these here. Because what we're going to lay out here is the actual layout. And we want it to be kind of fitting. So here, we're going to do this in smooth or regular stone brick. And it won't go up to this level here. It's gonna stay down here because this is gonna be like the foundation level. There. And then here we don't need rockets. We're not gonna go rocketing around. Here this is where we're gonna put all of our, and these are gonna be stripped stripped logs. I have too much junk, don't I? So yeah, we'll strip those, and I think that'll be a nice fancy contrast. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. And wherever you see dirt on the outside, to make sure it's really anchored, you don't want to have like a dirt block, like you have a block here and it's just on dirt. I think that looks very unfinished. So what we're gonna do is just make it look really like it was designed for this spot. I mean, I guess it kind of is. I'm building it for this spot. So yeah, and we're gonna build a nice fancy house. Hopefully it'll come out really good, and hopefully I know how to play Minecraft, because well, I haven't even turned my computer on the last couple of days. Work has been really trying. You know, I'm gonna do a dark oak wood around, and then we're gonna have stone accents. Okay, that's the idea. Let me go get a crafting bench. I know I have one kicking around here. There we go. And we're gonna use stone accents around the build. So it's gonna be kind of fancy, like this house. The chicken coop that has been blown up by a creeper and repaired with just willy-nilly stuff. That's why it looks so messed up. So yeah. And what we're gonna do is build a nice fancy house. This is for the more higher class people, you know. The doctors and lawyers and such. We're gonna want some of these. We're gonna want some of that there. Okay. And I know it's dark on dark, but I think when we strip it, that'll lighten it up a little bit. And then once we get the accents, like the brighter stone accents in, and I'm thinking a red roof, either that or that as a roof. I think it'll neutralize the darkness of the colors. So like we normally do, windows are in the middle, every one. Okay, this I believe is going to be just a doorway. There'll be a window here and a window here. And this is just going to be an in. This is going to be a doorway in and then to the main house. I know it doesn't look very thick, but I think it'll look alright. It will definitely look alright from the outside. And if I had a little bit more room from this house here, I would scoot this back and put a porch here. But, yeah, this would be fine. This would be fine. The only people that are really going to enjoy this space are the villagers anyway. So, oof. So now, when we do this, we want to make sure that we want to make sure that there's enough space, right, to build a nice window here, at least one block, and then you have a full block above it for your accent pieces, so that you have a really good depth to build, right? So that's the idea. And it'll give you plenty of contrast, right? So we're gonna go up. There's our open window. There's the top plate, and then there's that, and that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go around and first let's get this all in. There's gonna be a door there, and that just keeps the symmetry of the outside. And I think we can make this work. And this would be just a fun, this is one of those, I mean, this wouldn't be a good starter house because it would be kind of resource heavy, but it'll be a fun house to build once you get some resources in, See, now this will be the doorway right there. Boop. And that'll be the front door, and we'll do the accent pieces of that later. If you wanted to, you could delete these blocks in the middle where the logs are to try to give you more space. I don't really care for that look. Some people do. It's not my cup of tea. I think I'm going too high with this, aren't I? No, I'm not. Nope. Yeah, I am. Wow, I'm going one block too high. I don't want that. I think that'll look funny, that being that tall. We want that to be that tall only, because I want the one window. I think the one window is going to look good, and then I want the block above it. Alright, let's just get back up here and fix our snafu. This thing likes to eat the logs when you have it like that. There we go. Alright. If you wonder where I managed to get all the logs, because I didn't have many logs last episode, I, in between episodes, has since built a tree farm. And it's been working really well. Maybe if we have time, sometime we go show it off. Okay. I think the white floors inside, if we could do like a lighter color floor, I think that'll look really good. And it's already getting dark. Yeah. Alright. Some slacker left that block off. Alright, so hopefully you guys are having a good holiday season. Hopefully the COVID season hasn't throttled your plans a whole lot. I would like to think that they haven't mind, but they obviously have. I pulled my kids out of public school so that they can go remote full time, which, I mean, that is that's a big decision for parents, But they were having issues in school where kids in school are coming to school with testing positive, and they're not closing the schools. And like, my line of work requires me to be as safe as possible, so to be safe for me and my family, I just pulled the kids directly out of work. I mean, out of school, and they go to work with me, and they're safer. And I feel better. I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about missing time off of work. Bugger. And yeah. So, if you're studying from home, if you're a student studying from home, it's always a challenge, and good luck to you. If you're a parent and you decide that you feel it necessary to pull your kids from school, it's always a tough choice. It's one of those things where you gotta do what you feel is right for, the children in your life and your family and all of them. And it's a tough choice. It really, really is. So, but we're not letting it get us down. Not at all. The kids are having fun. They're doing their schoolwork, and they're really good at it, and they really enjoy. It was a bit of a transition in the beginning, but they're managing now just fine, which is good, and I'm happy for them. My kids really like school anyway. Some kids don't, I guess. So that's good for that. There. Now. Oof. There. But hopefully it ends with a good Christmas season and everybody has a great holiday. I know it's hard during stressful times to find that kind of spirit, but it's always important to try. Now, let's see. How do we want this roof line to look? Okay. Now, I want the roof line to run long way. Not this way, but long way to the house here. So the ridge line is going to go up in the middle through here. And I'm thinking I'm going to run a roof line that's similar but off this way as a smaller one. Now, how far down do we want to pull this roof line? Because see here, we have this roof line pulled down and there's no beams. This one here is going to have a beam kind of running all the way around it like this. It's kind of framed out the windows. And I know that looks funny because there's an extra piece there, but that'll look right in the end. And once you decorate around this, once you put your details in, that's where it's going to make the changes, Like right now it looks kind of bland, but, right now you got to put the details. Once you get all the basic build down and you add the details to your build, that's where the build starts really coming together. It's really hard to say, I don't like this and it doesn't look good. It might not look good right now, but if you add your detail to it a little bit and you're like, well, that's not that bad now, you know what I mean? There's a lot more to if you want to get into the really detailed bits of building, there's a lot more to it, And it could be really simple as, this is just too dark and it's too rich looking. Well, if you don't like it, try spruce. Spruce could lighten up. If you strip spruce, it's a little lighter on the dark oak, So, all right, now we're gonna look at the roof line. We're gonna lay out the roof line. We might not get the roof line 100% in, but we will lay it out. So yeah. We'll get it to where we want it, right? And I'm not gonna go like super fancy over the top roof line on this one. I think I want some regular. I have a lot of that, don't I? I need some stone. I think I might go with this right here for the roof line on this one, and then the main part of the roof I have don't want lava. Where's it at? I have tons of clay, so I can break this down and make a lot of this stuff. So that's easy. That's not that big of a deal. Then we're going to use some of the other blocks. Let's see what we have. Let's get rid of that. Oif. I don't have a whole lot of smooth stone. I guess we're just going to have to... There's some of that there. And we're going to want some of that. And we're going to want... There. Okay. Now let's get to figuring out how this roof line is going to look. Okay. See, I know this is going to look cramped in the beginning, but once we open this up and we get some decoration here, this is going to I think this will come out. I think it'll be okay. I mean, like I said, the only people living in this house is going to be villagers anyway. So, if it looks good from the outside, that's the important bits. I have an idea. I don't know if I want to do it on this house. We're not going to do it on this house. Okay, that is definitely not going to be enough. So, this is what we're going to do here. We're going to have a brick. We're going to have stairs, and then we're going to do one stair, and then backward stair, upside down stairs, one, and that'll give it the height, you know, the fancy height, high ceilings that we're looking for, you know, but it won't be too over the top, because you can go over the top, as you know. I mean, I did that on my portal thingy. Now, oh, we've gone too far. Okay. Nope. So this is going to be the roof line. Now we've got to make sure that we pay attention to what we're doing here, because we want this roof line not upside down, but we want it to match here, right? So we go out there, and then you one upside down, and then it's going to meet in the middle, and then we're going to have a real fancy roof. I did that wrong again. No, I didn't. I did it right. Yay. And then maybe on one of these ones here, one of the smaller ones, we'll get super fancy. I did that wrong again, didn't I? And we can build it out as we go up. We build it out at the same time. I did something wrong here, didn't I? Uh-oh, what did I do? See, I wasn't concentrating. Ah, that one's messed up. See that? That is messed up right there. Somebody pushed me off that thing. I will never concede that that was my fault. Okay. So let's try this side again. I messed up. Look at that. See, that's the thing, is you got to really pay attention to what you're doing with these fancy roofs, because you've got to make sure that you do it right the same way every time. And it doesn't matter how long you've been playing Minecraft. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna mess up. You're gonna make mistakes. You know, it's part of playing. You mess up, you start over, and you do it again. There we go. We're going to bump this out, make it super fancy, just like that. And then we'll put slabs along here. And then once we do that, we're going to build a roof line that's kind of like that has a little bit of detail on it. Not flat like this. That's more of like, I don't know. I just threw that up there. And then here, we're going to immediately pull this corner here and not put the stairs upside down. And we're going to do the same thing right here. And this is going to be much smaller, but that's what we want. We don't, this is just like an afterthought of the house, you know? There's that one. and then it'll marry up to this side here. And I think it'll look it'll look good. Dang it. As you can tell, like, I got a lot of entities in this space. So you can start feeling it sometimes. You can see it in my blocks. I personally don't have much of an issue with the gameplay, but some of the other server mates do. There. And that's not like a super over the top detail, right? But I think it'll look good. It's just high enough that it gives you a little bit like there's something more to that house than just, you know, a fancy thing, you know. And then once we fix it up, they won't have this chimney. That chimney was actually built for. Where are you at, dude? Did you hear that? Oh, look at that. I have a bunch of blue ice. I'm betting you he's probably up here. Oh, it's a jerky bird. Oh, he's down below. Oh, look. Who knew? Made a mob farm. You guys broke all. That was supposed to be a mushroom farm. That was my first mushroom farm. All right, where am I going? I'm getting sidetracked here. All right, I need some more stone, really. All right, so what we got to do is we got to cut some more stairs. I'm not gonna need much more stairs. So maybe that much. All right. And then what we'll do is we'll kind of do it like this. And I know those are going to be spawnable surfaces. What I can do is just go get some red carpet or something and throw it up there. And I think it'll be fine. I mean, don't quote me on that. I'm not a professional. I just like to make cool things, and this is going to be cool. If I knew how to play stairs, these stairs. Always like to do it wrong. So, there we go. I want some slabby jabbies too. No. So there's that, and I think in the end it's gonna look alright. Not right now. There. Alright. Is the sun going down again? Alright, so we have an outline for the roof. We can block that out super quick. And then how are we doing on our schedule? Okay, we got about 7 minutes left. Alright, so that will be the roof line. I'll probably finish the roof right off camera. It's super simple. Let me get, what are we gonna want? I don't want those because those are gonna match the roof. We're gonna want some of these. Definitely some of these. Some of those. What else? We might want buttons. We're gonna want some regular spruce fencing, and we're gonna probably want to sleep. Okay. That's my phone going nuts. If you can hear that, that was my phone. Alright. I hit the wrong button. I can play Minecraft. I think the black stone came out really good for the roof. I think it's going to be a wonderful roof block. Yeah. It's just going to be cool. I'm going to like it. And I'm going to use the snot out of it, I think. So now, what I'm going to want to do, is we're gonna want to add spruce to the outside, right? Oh wait, am I gonna want to? Yeah, I'm gonna want to add it to the outside, but not on the tops and the bottoms, because we're gonna want to add something a little fancier there. And I'm thinking that we're gonna put, we're gonna want some of this stuff, and this is just gonna give it like anchor points. Yeah, I think that's gonna look good. Let's get this side out of the way. Here, we're gonna bring it all the way down in these spots. We're probably just gonna modify this terrain a little bit. You don't want to modify it too much. Okay, and I think that's gonna look good. And it's, you know, you can make it different heights. Now, I did not grab everything I was wanting to grab. So I think here, I think if we bring that down like that, I think that'll look good. And this is pretty much kind of like when you're building anything, you know, you just go with kind of with your eye and see what looks good. If it doesn't look good, don't do it. Change it. And if your friends sit there and say, "Oh, that looks horrible. Why are you doing that?" Be honest with you, who cares? Does it matter what your friends think? You know, build it the way you want it to look. If you want it to look like that, then build it that way. Nobody's gonna, you know, nobody can fault you for that. You're building it to where how it looks right for you. Actually, I think I want cobblestone, because I want that to be broken up a little bit. So we're gonna go with cobblestone stairs. And I think we have some slabbies in here. We're gonna want some of those. So don't let people dictate how you feel like you should build. Don't ever let anybody try to tell you what looks good. Because, you know what? If it looks good to you, that's all that really matters, right? Alright. I do have some glass, I think. We could probably chunk some glass in there. I kind of like the stained glass, to be honest with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, build to your build style. And your build style is completely different than everybody else's. My build style has evolved over many years of playing Minecraft. It's completely evolved. It's nothing like it used to be. Nothing at all like it used to be. And you know what the best part about it is? It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be any different than what I want it to be. See, look at that. Who did that? Alright. I think that's gonna look good, and I can work with it like this, see? So it's gonna look good like that, and what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna boop, and then there, that'll look good. That'll work alright, I think. There. I think that'll do. Now let's get to the fancy. See how this is lightening up the rest of the dark. Like, it's not so heavy dark now, because you're getting the rest of this. The rest of these blocks coming in with the lighter colors, right? And I think that is what is going to help you in the end. What can we do with these to make these look good? I thought about that, but that's kind of shabby looking now. We could do a planter. What if we did a planter? We could put a planter. We could put a planter right here if we wanted to. No, I don't think that'll look good though, because I think there might be a broken path in a little garden to say, "I'm missing you pig time." That's gonna have to be transferred over to here at some point. And what's fun is when you're building to your own style, if this isn't your style, I completely understand. I wouldn't want you to have the same exact thoughts and ideas and wants as I do. You know? That would be boring. You know? So I'm always a huge advocate for self-expression and doing it the way you want to do it. And Minecraft is perfect for that. So what we'll do is off camera probably I will finish decorating this around, and then the doorway will have its own unique little touch, and I think it'll look really good. We're going to do things a little bit different here. We definitely want the cobblestone because that's going to match the build. We're going to do it like this though, and then we're going to go like that. And I think that'll be regal enough. There we go. But yeah, keep it true to you. What did I do? There they are. You know, and have fun with it for your own self, not for anybody else. And that's what Minecraft is meant for. Is to be yourself, you express yourself and have fun with it yourself, you know? It's not meant for you to build so it looks good to everybody. Just be honest with you, it's not meant to look good for everybody, it's meant to look good for you. Right? So who cares if it's meant, if your friends like it or not? Say, well, this is my personality. I'm sorry if it bothers you. Look at that. I think that's going to look really good. And then when we go to build this up, it'll have good transitions. You know, there won't be some funny gaps that you can't figure out what to do with. See? Like that. Boom, boom. And I think that looks great. And it's going to be super fancy. And do you see... Tell me in the comments, do you like this style of build? Do you think there's enough depth? When you're building super fancy, when you're building fancy houses with a lot of detail, I plan the walls 3 blocks thick. If you're going like really fancy and crazy amounts of details, I plan to do 4 to 5 blocks thick. So, like, when you're building a house, just keep that in mind. You know, is this going to be a normal house? A normal house, every house, no matter what I'm building, I always plan my walls, these walls here, with your beams or whatever you build it, they're always going to be at least 2 blocks thick. So I count this as the structure, 1 block here, and then 1 out here for the beams and the structure and the decoration. Now see these ones here, this is really fancy, right? And these walls are 1, 2, these are even just still 2 blocks thick. And then you have a big roof that sticks out. And that just, you know, so the more detail you add, the thicker your walls you want to plan for. You know, I freehand my building. You don't have to. You can go in a creative world and design something like this. I just threw together, and this is only 2 blocks thick, but I didn't want it to be super over the top because it's got to be a functioning looking bank. Same with this. This is only 2 blocks thick, but this is supposed to be a barrack. So, and can I run? There we go. So I didn't want to go too much, and yeah, I think it came out all right. And that's the fun part about it. Like, things don't have to match up. Like, see? Those beams don't match up to the roof line. But, you know what? The rest of it looks really cool. And I think it looks good that way. And I think it's fun. And that, in the end, all that matters. Right? So, don't let people dictate how you should build. Build to your taste. If you like just building interiors... So you just build walls that are flat and build really amazing interiors, you know, that's great. As long as you're having fun building in Minecraft and using that to expand your creativity, then that's what Minecraft's all about. So anyway, we have started a fancy house. We'll probably finish it in the next episode. I might get the roof on in between. But we'll finish decorating it out, and we'll talk about the decorations and depths and stuff like that in detail. I I think I've done, I can't remember if I put any interior decorating on this channel, but if I have, just let me know. If I haven't, then great. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching, and leave a comment on what do you think about the detail of the build, and what do you think the next house should look like. You know, I can build these in any way you want. Just give me your opinion. Tell me what you think. That's the fun part about being creative in Minecraft, is I can take your ideas and try to work them into my creativity as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys like my my channel. Please leave a like and subscribe. This is Moonheim Wars. Like I said, leave a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. And you guys have a wonderful evening. I'm going to try to get some more up, but like I said, work is busy right now, so I'll do the best I can. Thank you very much for watching, and you guys have a wonderful evening.